Some things in this world are not meant for us. Vessels of energy so dark and ancient, they defy understanding. We're drawn to them, curious about their secrets, but some secrets are better left buried. Among all haunted objects, one stands apart. A simple wine cabinet known as the Dybbuk box. This isn't just a campfire tale, it's a documented history of terror. Owners and even bystanders have reported nightmares, shadowy figures, and a strange smell of cat urine and jasmine that follows the box. These are not coincidences or tricks of the mind. The Dybbuk box holds a malevolent entity, an intelligent spirit, trapped and angry. Its presence is heavy, palpable, and undeniable to those who've stood near it. Skeptics talk about mass hysteria, but they haven't felt the cold spot or heard the whispers from the wood. This box is a gateway, a puzzle box of paranormal torment, and every touch weakens its lock. My journey as a paranormal investigator has taught me to respect the unknown, but also to seek answers. Why does this box exist? What is the true nature of the entity inside? What does it want? The answers are not simple, and the path to them is dangerous. This is a warning. The story you're about to hear is real. The fear is real. And the entity inside the Dybbuk box is waiting. Proceed with caution. To understand the box, we must understand what it contains. A Dybbuk. In Jewish folklore, a Dybbuk is not just a ghost, but a dislocated soul, denied entry to the afterlife for its sins. Restless and malicious, it seeks a living host to possess, clinging like a parasite to experience life or finish unfinished business. The word Dybbuk means to cling, and that's exactly what it does. Victims of Dybbuk possession behave erratically, speak unknown languages, and display unnatural strength. Only a dangerous exorcism by a rabbi can free a person from its grip. To protect the living, legends say a Dybbuk can be trapped in an object, a box, a cabinet. The box becomes a prison, but the entity inside remains conscious and angry, always pushing against its boundaries. The Dybbuk box is not just haunted, it's a containment unit for a spirit that should never be released. The rules are simple. Never open the box, never speak its name lightly, and never disrespect its power. The entity within does not forget or forgive. It waits for its chance to be free and to cling to a new host. This is the nature of the beast we're dealing with. The Dybbuk box is a warning in itself. It's not just a relic, it's a threat. And it's always waiting. Remember that. Every cursed object has an origin, and the Dybbuk box's story is rooted in tragedy. It began with Havila, a Polish Jewish Holocaust survivor who lost her entire family. After escaping to Spain, she acquired a wine cabinet, and after a failed seance, trapped a Dybbuk inside it. Havila kept the box sealed for the rest of her life, warning her family never to open it. The box contained ritual items, locks of hair, coins, a statue, and more, meant to keep the spirit imprisoned. Upon her death, her granddaughter sold the box, passing on a chilling warning: never open it. This was not just furniture, it was a vessel of sorrow and malevolence. In 2001, antiques dealer Kevin Mannis bought the box, ignoring the warnings. He opened it, hoping to refinish the wood, his first mistake. Immediately, strange events began. Lights flickered, strange noises echoed, and his assistant quit after being trapped in the workshop. Mannis gave the box to his mother. She suffered a stroke minutes later, writing "hate gift" in the hospital. Family members who received the box returned it, complaining of persistent smells and nightmares. Mannis himself was plagued by recurring dreams of an old hag attacking his friends, dreams shared by everyone who owned the box. Shadow figures appeared in his home, and the terror spread to his family. Realizing the box was a curse, Mannis knew he had to get rid of it. The Dybbuk box was not just an object, it was a living nightmare. Its influence was undeniable. The curse was real, and it was only getting stronger. Mannis's ordeal was just the beginning. The box was about to find new victims. Desperate, Manis sold the box on eBay in 2003, warning buyers of its dark history. A college student named Yosef and his roommates bought it, treating it as a curiosity. At first, nothing happened. Then, the familiar signs returned. The smell of jasmine and cat urine, malfunctioning electronics, and shadowy figures. The atmosphere in their apartment grew oppressive. Night terrors and physical marks appeared, and Yosef's hair began to fall out. He became withdrawn and irritable, his personality changing. The roommates realized the box was draining their energy and sanity. What started as a joke became a nightmare. The Dybbuk box was a parasite, feeding on its new hosts. The cycle of terror continued, and the box was far from finished. Fear consumed Yosef and his roommates as the Dybbuk box's influence grew. Whispers and scratching sounds haunted their nights, and moving the box only spread the activity. Yosef's health deteriorated, constant fatigue, headaches, and a metallic taste. He became unresponsive, staring at the box with a chilling, unfamiliar smile. The group documented everything. Photos showed strange orbs, audio captured voices in unknown languages. Terrified, they realized they were victims, not just owners. Yosef, desperate to escape, put the box back on eBay, warning others of its dangers. The nightmare was relentless. The box was a trap, and they were caught. The cycle was set to repeat. The Dybbuk box was always searching for its next host. No one was safe. The curse lived on. The Dybbuk box became a legend, and when it surfaced again, I knew I had to secure it for my haunted museum in Las Vegas. I'm not just a collector, I'm an investigator, determined to confront the darkness and protect others. The box's owner, Jason Haxton, had suffered terrifying health problems and worked with rabbis to seal it. He reluctantly agreed to sell it, with one condition: never open it. I honored that promise. Transporting the box was a careful operation. The moment it arrived, the museum's atmosphere changed. Staff felt a heavy, oppressive energy, and we built a special glass enclosure to contain its influence. Even behind glass, visitors report dizziness, nausea, and overwhelming sadness. During a lockdown investigation, I touched the box directly. A wave of rage and sorrow hit me. That night, a shadowy mass appeared in the room. The entity Havela trapped is still inside, more powerful than ever. We have evidence, footage, testimonies, and physical effects. The Dybbuk box is no hoax. It's the most dangerous artifact I've ever encountered. Its power is real, and it's still waiting. The story isn't over. The Dybbuk box's curse isn't just history, it's still active. In 2018, musician Post Malone visited my museum and touched my shoulder while I was touching the box. Soon after, he survived a plane emergency, a car crash, and a home invasion, all within weeks. Post Malone publicly connected his string of bad luck to the Dybbuk box. He called me, terrified, convinced he'd been cursed. I believe the entity latched onto him through that brief contact. The Dybbuk box punishes disrespect and disbelief, no matter who you are. Post Malone's ordeal brought the box back into the spotlight. It's not just a legend, it's a living curse. The darkness is real, and it seeks new victims. If you doubt its power, you risk becoming its next target. The Dybbuk box doesn't care about fame or fortune, it only wants chaos. Today, the Dybbuk box sits sealed in my museum, feared and respected. Its influence still seeps out. Visitors feel sick, staff see shadows, and electronics malfunction. We've traced its journey from a Holocaust survivor's desperate act to a trail of terror across decades. The evidence is overwhelming. Nightmares, illnesses, dread, and even celebrity encounters. Some ask why I don't destroy it, but no one knows what would happen. Would the entity be freed or become more dangerous? Containment is the only safe option. The box is a reminder that some forces are beyond our control. It waits in darkness, a vessel of fear and fascination. Will it ever be opened again? I hope not. But the allure of the unknown is strong. The real question isn't if it can be opened, but if it should be. The Dybbuk box is silent, but always waiting. Who will be its next victim?